You know, we talk about peace all the time, but what if it's not just some lofty, abstract idea? What if it's something tangible, something biological that you can actually learn to switch on inside yourself? Well, that's exactly what we're diving into today, the idea that peace is literally wired into our bodies, just waiting for us to find the switch.
And this idea right here, it's a total game changer. It basically flips the script on how we look for peace. See, we're so often searching for it out there, in a quieter job, a better vacation, whatever. But this suggests we've been looking at all the wrong places. That peace isn't something you find. It's something you remember is already inside you. Just let that thought land for a second.
I mean, does this sound familiar to you? That tightness in your chest, the racing heart, the shallow breathing when you're stressed? You can literally feel the world's tension inside your own body, right? And the thing is, even though it feels so personal, so isolating, you are definitely not alone. It's almost like a collective background hum of stress we're all carrying around.
So what's going on with all these physical feelings? Let's jump into our first section here and really unpack what your body is trying to tell you.
Okay, and this is such a critical shift in thinking. That racing heart, that tension, it's not a sign of weakness, it's the exact opposite. It's your body's incredibly advanced, ancient alarm system doing exactly what it's designed to do, protect you. The problem isn't the alarm. The problem is that for many of us, in this crazy modern world, that alarm bell is just stuck in the on position, ringing all day long.
So, if our bodies are hardwired for this high alert protective state, what's the alternative? Can they also be designed for peace? Well, that's exactly where we're headed next. And the answer is a huge yes. We're talking about peace not as some passive feeling that just washes over you, but as an active skill, something you can literally practice and get better at, using the hardware you were born with.
And let's get really clear on what we mean by peace here. This isn't about some blissed out, checked out state where you're just floating on a cloud. No, it's the opposite. It's about zoning in. It's a functional, high-performance state of being that actually makes you better at everything. You make clearer decisions, you can regulate your emotions, and you connect more deeply with the people around you. It's an upgrade, really.
So how do you actually do this? Well, it's not magic, it's practice. Simple things like focused breathing or just paying attention are not chores. Think of them more like direct access keys to your own operating system. They're these incredibly simple but powerful ways to tap into your body's own intelligence and gently guide it back towards balance.
Okay, so what is actually happening under the hood biologically that makes all this possible? Let's pull back the curtain. The best way to think about it is this. Imagine your nervous system is a magnificent orchestra. It's playing the soundtrack to your life 24/7. And this orchestra, it's got two main sections that play very, very different kinds of music.
And this slide just lays it out so perfectly. On one side, you've got your sympathetic system. That's the percussion and the loud brass section. It's all about action, alarm. That's your fight or flight response. It's the jolt of adrenaline when a deadline pops up or a car swerves in front of you. Then, on the other side, you've got the parasympathetic system. Think of this as the beautiful, calming woodwinds and harmonies. This is your rest and recover mode. It's that feeling of deep calm when you're with people you love. The key is, a healthy, balanced life needs both. You need the drums, but you also need the flutes.
But here's the problem, right? Our modern world, it's like a conductor who is just obsessed with the percussion section. It's just drums, drums, drums all day long. The constant phone notifications, the 24/7 news cycle, the social media pressure, it's a nonstop performance that keeps that sympathetic system, that alarm system, in total overdrive. And living in that state of chronic alarm, it just completely wears us out. It leaves us exhausted, reactive, and just plain frazzled.
So, that leads us to the big question, doesn't it? How do we get the conductor to quiet the drums and bring those beautiful, calming woodwinds back into the mix?
And the answer is, frankly, amazing. It's this concept called neuroplasticity. And what it means is that your brain isn't set in stone. It can actually change. It can rewire itself. Which, by the way, is a huge deal. It completely overturned what scientists used to believe. So when you practice calm, you're essentially acting like a personal trainer for your brain. You're strengthening the part that handles logic and reason, your prefrontal cortex, and you're calming down the part that acts like an overactive alarm bell, your amygdala. You are literally, physically carving new, calmer pathways in your own brain.
Okay, that all sounds great in theory, but what does it look like in real life? How do we actually do it? Let's get super practical. And the really good news here is that this isn't about adding another complicated thing to your to-do list. It's much simpler than that. It's just about finding small moments to pause. And the mindset you bring to this is absolutely everything. This is not another test. You can't fail at this. It's not about trying harder to be calm. Think of it as a gentle invitation. You're just reminding your body of a state of calm that it already knows how to find.
So here is a super simple, super powerful tool you can use literally anywhere, anytime. You just sit comfortably, breathe in for 4 counts, and then breathe out for 6. The real magic is in that longer exhale. See, when you extend your exhale, you're sending a direct physical signal to your nervous system to chill out. You're basically telling your inner orchestra, all right, percussion, take a break. Woodwinds, you're up. You would be shocked at what just 3 minutes of this can do for your state of mind.
And this is where the idea gets really, really big. Because this simple act of calming your own system, it doesn't just stop with you. It actually creates this incredible ripple effect that moves out into the world around you.
There's actually a scientific term for this. It's called co-regulation, and I guarantee you've felt it before. You know when you walk into a room and someone is just so calm and grounded, and you immediately feel yourself relax a little? That's co-regulation. Their calm is literally contagious. Our nervous systems are designed to sync up with each other. So when you find your peace, it becomes this quiet, powerful gift to every single person you interact with.
This just completely changes how we think about self-care, doesn't it? It shows that taking a few minutes to regulate your own body isn't selfish at all. In fact, it might be one of the most generous things you can do, because a calmer you is a more patient you, a more present you, a more compassionate you, for your family, for your friends, for everyone.
So we'll just leave you with this final thought to chew on. We're so often taught that changing the world requires these huge, loud, heroic actions. But what if it's much quieter than that? What if the most powerful, most radical, world-changing thing you can do right now is just to pause and take one single quiet breath?